What do you want?
Maybe I'm just feeling sentimental, but can an old friend stop by for old time's sake? To be honest, I didn't think I'd find you here.
Why is that?
Well, I figured you would have moved out after. You know.
Well, you know how the suite is. Once you're here, you're here.
Yeah. So have you worked any cases recently?
Buck, cut the crap. Why are you here?
Well, something happened.
Well, what is it?
Well, earlier today while we were at Miss Cover's, someone broke into the clubhouse and they spread cracker crumbs all over Rawson's bed.
Spit it out, Buckner!
They chived it.
Goodness. After I served on the case for the lodge's disgusting, smelly room, I swore I'd never do this type of thing ever again. But sometimes, you gotta catch a chiver first and ask questions later. Let's get to work. It's gonna be a long night. My goodness. It's even worse than I ever could have imagined.
Seems like the floor gets hit with tragedies more and more these days.
Tell me about it. Poor kid. Speaking of, where's Rawson at?
He's over there.
Is there any background information I need to know?
Will Rawson, age 20, was overweight, applied for making music director, but did not get it.
He's dating that one girl, right?
Yeah, Morgan Perkins?
Let's go talk to him. Hey, not so fast, buddy.
Hey, he's with me.
Hey, buddy. I just want to say that I'm really sorry about what happened. I can't imagine what you're going through. Listen, if we're gonna catch this guy, which I can assure you that we will, I need you to tell me exactly what happened.
Do you have a safe place?
I'm sorry?
You know, yeah, a safe place. You know, a place where you can go to get away from things, where it doesn't really matter if you have something wrong with your eye or if you're fat and overweight, where all those things just disappear.
I suppose I do.
What would you do? What would you do, Detective Mann? What would you do if somebody violated your safe place? And not only violated it in the most ruthless and wicked way possible.
Rawson, I get it.
No, you do not understand. You don't know what it's like.
Hey, whoa, come on, buddy.
No, you don't understand. You'll never get it.
Sweet jury has decided. Guilty.
Help me! No, please, no.
Out of the way! Out of the way! Make way! Hey! Come on!
What in the... Hey, you can't keep me here. I know my rights.
Calm down, Mr. Langford. We just want to ask you a few simple questions.
I didn't do nothing.
Someone without a guilty conscience doesn't need to run.
I'm not stupid, buddy. I know what they're all saying about me, but I just needed some time. I needed some time to get the evidence and to prove myself innocent before you suckers came in and questioned me.
See, unfortunately, that's not how all this works. Now, we just need you to calm down. We're going to ask a few questions, and then you're free to go and do whatever you want.
All right, Mr. Langford, why don't you walk us through your version of the day?
Well, it was just like any other day. I went to all my classes like normal. It was all normal. Besides, I had this interview at 3:45 that day.
So, you weren't at Miss Gover's?
No, I wasn't at Miss Gover's. I mean, I usually try to go, but I wanted this interview really bad. Anyways, I finished up my interview about the time that y'all were getting done with Miss Gover's. I pulled back into the parking lot here in Benson. I sat down on my couch. I just wanted a break. I was starving. I hadn't had supper, and I had a snack. And then Rawson came in, and he saw it.
So, what exactly were you eating when Rawson walked in?
No, I can't quite remember.
Well, it was only a couple hours ago. How do you forget so soon?
Listen, it's been a long day for all of us. My roommate was just Chive, and you have the audacity to...
Listen up, Theodore.
It's Thaddeus!
Whatever your name is, okay? Our friend Will Rawson has just been chived, and I will find the truth.
It wasn't me!
These clubhouse members, ha! Listen, Cam, if you ever do anything like that ever again, you lose any chance of him talking.
It doesn't even matter if all he's feeding us are lies in the first place.
I'm going in there right now and recommending that we arrest Mr. Langford immediately.
No, this doesn't prove anything. All this proves is that he's afraid.
He has nothing to be afraid of if he's innocent.
Of course he does. This is not your normal everyday crime, okay? Everyone should be afraid. I mean, everyone should be afraid. Hello?
He's been wienered.
I can't believe this.
We had to bring in the wiener specialist.
It's hard to tell. The styles are very different, that's for sure. I'll have to run some tests.
Do what you need to do. It's still hot.
The wiener specialist said it wasn't him. It's just a poser. Come on, man. Don't let it get to you.
It just feels like the whole building's falling apart, Butler. I mean, I know I've been out of the game for a while, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's that when one person loses their way, another person finds it. And not in a good way.
What do you mean?
I mean, the Chivers principles, they're giving new purpose to the softs on the second floor. And who knows, I bet even the elites are getting their own ideas. How did it come to this?
I guess we got soft. I started letting them go.
How was the sweet jury voted?
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. It's okay, son.
Guilty.
Sweet jury has decided.
No. I can't believe it. No! Help me! No! Please, no! Not this time. I think I have something.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
I have a suspect that I feel is very promising, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
Bring in Will Rawson. All right, Mr. Rawson. We just want to ask you a few simple questions, and then you can be on your way. Nice and easy.
Okay.
How has your semester been?
Good.
Any major heartbreaks that I should know about?
You know there was.
You were recently turned down for a make-and music director position. Is this true?
Why, yes, I was.
And this made you angry, did it not?
Hey, gotta move on sometime, right?
Well, did you?
Yes, I did.
Well, you know, there's a lot of attention that comes from being a make-and music director, being in that position. Was that the most enticing part of the job for you, the attention?
How is this relevant, detective?
I was wondering the same thing.
I'm simply making an observation. You see, if I were turned down from such a prestigious position, I would feel a certain attention vacuum afterwards.
Detective Mann, it has been a long night for every single one of us. I've been to hell and back to try and sleep on a clean bed sheet. So, why don't you do me the favor and tell me what you're intending on saying so I can get a good night's rest?
Hey, works for me. Rawson, I would like to spin a tale for you, if you would indulge me. Let's just say that you've had a pretty rough semester. You've been lacking the attention that you so desperately need. The Sty and the Fat Rawson jokes, they've become a little less tasteful. And the worst part about it all, you didn't get the making music director position, a position that you wanted so badly. So what do? Your instinct is to lay low, to go on your semester as usual. But someone else has different plans for you, someone that you are particularly close to. Back in the clubhouse when I first saw the scene of the crime, I saw your phone light up with a text message from your girlfriend, Morgan Perkins. The text message read, "Don't stay for long." Now, at the time, I didn't really think that this meant anything. I didn't think it had any significance whatsoever. But I've been thinking about it. I've been pondering it over and over, and now the image starts to get a little clearer. Morgan has been in on it from the start. She convinced you to pull this little stunt as an attention grabber. And boy, did it work better than any of us could have ever imagined. It even inspired copycats, people putting wieners in your bed.
She knew that if you stayed in the clubhouse for a moment longer, that I would catch on and you would be questioned in full, and you wouldn't get any of this newfound spotlight. Hence, don't stay for long.
That's quite the tale, Cameron. Funny thing is, you don't have any evidence.
Enough for the floor to keep its eyes on you.
Is that all?
That's all.
That was interesting.
We're on to something, Buckner. I can feel it.
Well, in the meantime, there's someone who wants to see you.
Great.
Weird being in this room again, right? Haven't been here since.
Since the case.
Exactly. Why don't you come take a seat? Crazy thing about the lodge is, even after we sent them off and they served their time and they cleaned up, still just as dirty as the day we condemned it.
Yeah.
Look, Cameron, I called you in here because I trust you. We've been through a lot together, especially in this room. And I know this whole thing hasn't rested on your conscience easily. But this case is unlike anything that we've ever seen here on second floor. If there's going to be anybody at the helm of the investigation or the prosecution, it has got to be you. Whatever your recommendation is to the police, we'll follow through with it. No questions asked.
I woke up this morning ready for a perfect day. We had Miss Govers to look forward to, and everything just seemed to be going just right. But now, look at this poop show. You know, after all this is said and done, all I can hope for is a good death, you know? Do my piece, then go out with a bang. Can't believe I need to marry Stanley.
Oh, Buck. No one could have predicted this night.
What are you thinking?
Well, Chief Tyler told me whatever we decide, that's who's getting arrested. No questions asked. I mean, I can't blame him. At this point, we have enough evidence we could arrest any of them. Rawson, Thaddeus, they're the prime suspects. And Parker, we've already got him arrested. How did we get here, Buckner? At this point, we have to evaluate our approach to the solution very carefully. When information leads to many different avenues, do you go off what you feel? Do you go off what you think will affect the floor most positively? Or do you only focus on the cold, hard, undeniable facts of the case without a shadow of a doubt? It's hard to say. No, we as detectives, I think we're expected to go off the undeniable. Whereas the system, they focus more on the long term. Me, I'm in the unique position where I have to do both. I am now the judge, jury, and executioner. At this point, I can't really afford to look at it any other way. No one should hold this much power. But when chives are out, all bets are off. Thaddeus Langford, you're under arrest for the chiving of Will Rawson's bed.
Hey, get off me! What are you doing? You're a bunch of fools!
Not so fast, buddy!
And you! What gives you the right? I am a victim!
Let's just say your girlfriend's not that good at lying.
I'm so sorry, Thaddeus. I had to.
I'll kill you!
No. Stay with me, Buckner. Stay with me. We did it. We really did it, buddy. We did it, buddy. And I got my good death, too. Over the past night, I've witnessed the horrors that the evils in this hall can produce. But more importantly, I've seen greater strength than ever before from second floor Benson. We will rebuild. And there will be moments of terror, as I'm sure that we're about to experience a power vacuum. But we're too strong to die without a fight. Because if there's one thing I know, it's that legends never die.